Hello everyone, this is the Sage of Calidor, and today I got another nice video for you. It is about the video, it's about the new DLC between the Lizardmen and the Skaven for Warhammer Total War 2, and everyone, we got the Prophet and the Warlock, Tedehuin versus Ikit Claw. And I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised about this. I expected it was thankful, but after talking with a good friend of mine who knows more about Warhammer than me, he says that's a fairly good choice because Ikit Claw is of Clan Skryre, and it is on the map. Well, anyway, I have to say, we are here another day, another video, another excellent DLC. I encourage you to check it out check out the trailer for yourself. Go to the Total War channel and go and take a look at it for yourself. Okay, everyone, thank you for coming in on the Sage of Calidor. Have a nice day. Late April Fools. I would like to give my thoughts and impressions about what just came out. I meant to have this come the day it came out, but I was so busy yesterday. But anyway, life is interesting. So, Ikit Claw, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. He is a good choice, and man, I have to admit, I'm racist against followers of Chaos, but watching him in the trailer is causing me to reconsider. I mean, some of these new unique units that they're going to bring into the game are rather interesting. Rattling gun weapons, snipers, doom rockets, yes, an army ability, most powerful weapon perhaps wielded by any of the races of Warhammer 2. I have to say this, do not think this is going to be overpowered. By the way it looks like it, there's an easy way around it. Keep your units spread out, close enough to help each other, and spread out enough so they don't get beaten down. Doom Sphere, that is interesting, rendering an entire settlement to ruin. That is going to be interesting. Anyway, some more about Ikit Claw. He's a master engineer of Clan Skryre, and he is a mad scientist and a techie geek of some kind. I have to say, this is going to be one interesting character. I will say this, and I'm saying this with absolute due confidence, that this guy works for the unofficial ruler of Skaven Blight, so on the Mortal Empire's map, he could be on the Mortal Skaven Blight place, and he could take Clan Skryre's place on the map. So it's well done, Creative Assembly. You already put this all together. Now I suppose you're wondering, wait, is he the one in charge? No, he is not. He answers to someone else who is in charge, but to be honest, Queek Headtaker is not the head of his clan. He is the most powerful guy of that clan, but he's not the head of the clan. Now listen, I am just saying all of this without looking at anything for Tedehuin or for Ikit Claw. These are just my pure assumptions. If you look at someone else's channel and they have there are wrong ideas, well, I'm just going by what is on the Creative Assembly blog and the trailer that I see. And also the Serpent and the the Prophet and the Warlock Steam page. So this is going to be a rather interesting faction that I have to say I'm kind of looking forward to. Well, now let's get on to my favorite of the two, the Lizardmen. I have to say that I am disappointed. Not disappointed. I'm pleased with some of the units on what they did. I'm disappointed that some of the units that I was hoping for to get in did not get in, like the Coatl and the Troglodons, the Ancient Saurians, and the Best and the not the Bastillodons. Sorry. The counterparts to the salamanders that throw spikes. Hang on a sec. Doing a quick search here. Where the what? Question. How long can the Sage of how fast does it take for the Sage of Calidor to look something up? Heh heh heh. I was such an idiot. The Razordons. I was hoping for the Razordons to show up in this faction, but no, but you know what? That's life. You can't have everything that you wanted. Me, for example, I was hoping for the Lothern Skycutters to enter the High Elves. We did not get them. Or the Griffins for a mount. But hey, I got the Sisters of Avalorn and the Handmaidens of the Everqueens. And those were some units and hero choices that I was hoping for. Well, anyway, what do we have here? We have the Lizardmen of the Hour, Tenahuan, the Prophet of Soteck, Herald of the Serpent God. And I have to say, the Cult of Soteck brings several interesting campaign mechanics. We got the Prophecy of Soteck, Tenahuan with significant sacrifices. Serpent God may yet return, bringing salvation to the Lizardmen and the extermination of the Skaven. Issued with unique missions, access to forms of sacrifice. I think this is similar on what I said, that he might get bonuses for fighting and killing Skaven. Sacrifices to Soteck. When battles against non-Lizardmen armies, may choose to mark any post-battle captives as sacrificial offerings. I think this is similar to the Harvest Organs of the Tomb Kings and the Invocation of Soteck, Ultimate Sacrifice. I'm wondering, is that similar to the Invocation of Soteck, similar to the rites that the High Elves use? Because if it is, the Invocation of Soteck is already there. Highest level of sacrifice grants Tenahuan the ability to invoke Soteck himself, manifesting an aspect of the Serpent God in battle. You know what? I don't know what this is. It could be a Coatl. I know I'm stubbornly sticking to it, but at the same time it could be extra bonuses, but we'll see what happens. Unique Lord, Red-Crested Skink Chief. Melee focused lords capable of leading armies. Upgraded to ride a horned one, a Reprodactyl, and later a fearsome ancient Stegodon. Wow, so we got skink lords. So that means you can have a Saurus as a general, a Slan as a general, and now a Skink Chief as a general. This is going to be a interesting, nice shift. I mean, interesting and nice because I think more Lord choices will be nice, but I am wondering, is every single faction going to have 3 different unique Lord types, or is it only for certain factions? Time will tell, but I personally think the Troglodyte would fit better than the Ancient Stegodon, but that is just me. New units, we got the Red-Crested Skinks, armor-piercing weapons, great weapons, I believe those mean two-handed weapons, tremendous pace. Okay, those are going to hurt, guys. These guys are going to hurt. We got Salamander Hunting Pack, ranged attack monsters that hurl fireballs, deal flaming attacks and cause fear. High speed, so something similar to the dire wolves. An ancient salamander. Huge fireballs, high damage, making the target more vulnerable to further flame attacks. Wow. Riperdactyl Riders. Flying anti-cavalry, dealing powerful armor-piercing damage. Wow. Ancient Stegodon, Engine of the Gods. I think that's what Soteck's Prophet Tenehuan had a variation of that. And I have to say it's burning alignment beam attack, if that's what it was, or a beam attack looked awesome. Mounted with the Engines of the Gods, which can use a powerful beam attack and a warding spell. I have to say, it's going to be interesting, but I wonder if you have a few more stuff you can do with this. A Bastillodon with the Ark of Soteck. I mentioned this in passing as a possible opportunity. As a possible attempt. It makes sense. Summon a writhing vortex of poison-dealing serpents around itself in combat. So, maybe one of those twister spells with snakes, or this might be their variation of the Jungle Swarm. Regiments of Renown, on what the Lizardmen are going to get. Thunderous One, Ancient Stegodon, calls down bolts of lightning to strike enemies engaging in melee. I think this is going to be a competition for Kolek. Star Chamber Guards, Expert Charge Defense, magic attacks and the Guardian attributes. Causolodon Hunters. A very nice, much needed aerial versus large. I think those version of Riperdactyl Riders will be a must if you are fielding Riperdactyls. Cold One Spear Riders, no Primal Instincts, the Vanguard deployment and improvement to psychology attributes, Saurus Spears, Legion of Chakwa, Shield of Chakwa ability, significant missile resistance to nearby friendly units, the Umbral Tide, Tireless and Stealthy. This Salamander Hunting Pack has both the Stalk and Perfect Vigor attributes. That, along with Fear and Fire attacks, that is not going to give those on the receiving end a good day. Cohort of Soteck, Red-Crested Skinks, Unbreakable, Refuse to Die, which temporarily halts their hit points loss in battle. That unit, I won't be surprised, will be an excellent tar pit. The Pahuk Sentinels. P.S. I know might be butchering some of this pronunciation, and I apologize. Pterodon Riders have the dodge attributes, 20% physical resistance, and drop rocks of sundering, temporarily reducing their target's armor. Now that is going to be quite nasty. Can you imagine charging at someone, first drop those rocks on an armored target, and then sick your Ripterdactyl Riders? That would be a lethal. I would love to see that lethal combo in action. That sounds like something very cool. And that is, I have to say, a very, very impressive DLC pack for the two races. It is going to be interesting to see how this all goes together. The blog post talks about how they would have a unique flow with each other, and I'm not going to get into that because we'll all wait and see. We'll all see. But we will get into this thing that caught my eye on the blog, the Under Empire. Now, this is close to lore because the Skaven have an Under Empire that crosses the globe to pretty much every single continent except for Ulthuan. And following the release of the Vampire Coast faction, lots of fans calling out for something similar for the Skaven. Like, remember, the Vampire Coast has this Pirate Cove mechanic. So this new allows all Skaven factions to build a secret base of operations known as an Undercity deep beneath any settlement through conquest or the use of agent actions. Once established, whole host of building options for wealth, resources, and corruption. Undercities also support the ability to either summon a verminous army to rise up and attack the settlement above, or if you're playing as Clan Skyer, to detonate a Doom Sphere device, which if not detected can blow the settlement above to ruins. Wouldn't that be terrible? You're sitting in your capital feeling safe, and then boom! That is going to be nasty. If you're on the receiving end of it, that is. Remaining hidden, key to developing the Under Empire. Each addition to the tunnels and warrens, the risk of being spotted grows greater. If spotted, Undercities can of course be destroyed. A little bit of rat poison goes a long way. Ha ha ha. Or get a bigger cat. A cat, let's see, a cat as big as a dragon. So, a rat poison, or we need a bigger cat. Pick one. Or the other, or pick both, or snakes could work. Soteck loves killing snakes. It's that. Soteck is a snake that loves to be killing rats. Sorry. So, if spotted, Undercities can of course be destroyed by those that rule the settlement above ground. Discovering whether a verminous nest lies beneath a settlement can be achieved through the construction of specific buildings, deploying heroes in close proximity to search for the Ratmen or for the Skaven to blow their cover by building too much. Okay, I have a question. First off, can you detect, if you're playing as something else other than the Vampire Coast, could you possibly detect a Pirate Cove, and how? Because I don't know how, and I haven't seen how it works. Also, how do you detect something like an Undercity? I sure hope we see examples on YouTube or whatever to see how this works, because I'm curious. This makes the Under Empire a truly cat and mouse feature? Hehe, no kidding. Settlement owners above ground can be blissfully unaware of the activity below until it's all too late. Well, that's cool. And we got one more final surprise, Lord Croak for the Lizardmen, and I have to say I never expected this. Apparently he is something sort of like a special, like, legendary hero that serves in your armies. I think this is going to be something similar to the Green Knight of Bretonnia, where if you do a few certain quests, you can use the Green Knight. But with this, you do a few quests and you can use the power of Lord Croak. Remember, even though he's technically dead, his spirit has refused to die. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And anyway, I have to say this. I'm looking forward to seeing all this. The rat and the serpent are here. The prophet and the warlock is about to clash.